Hello guys and welcome to the channel. This is FIFA Beetle. Welcome to another player review. Today we are going to be reviewing the man from Napoli, Politano, the Italian right here. His foot freeze SBC card. I made him for around 70k. He is estimated to go on Xbox for at least 150k, PlayStation 140k, and 170k on PC, around there. I'll put on the most current SBC prices for this guy up top somewhere in the screen. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe for more player reviews so you don't miss out on any, guys. I like to do testing and reviews on players in Division 1, the highest division possible, and test them out into their best limits, either in Division 1 or in Foot Champs. And that's pretty much how I do it. So yeah, just remember, if you're not going to subscribe, at least leave a like down below. It helps the channel a lot and helps the video get some exposure, and maybe other people would like to subscribe. But anyways, yeah, like I said, we test these guys in Division 1 or in Foot Champs. You're going to see me at the end of the video give him a rating 1 out of 10. Then I'll give you his pros and cons of what I think of the guy and what division I recommend him in. So before we get into that, let's go over some of the stats and chemistries I recommend this guy, and maybe what play styles and all this crap and formations and positions to try him in. So right here on screen you can see how many games I have and how many goals I've scored and how many assists I have. Right here you can see 6 games from the man, 12 goals, played him at striker all 6 games. He has 4 assists, 12 goals and 6 games. God damn it, that's crazy. He is 5'7", high medium work rates, which is pretty cool. I don't mind that as long as something is high on top and it's either medium or low. I'm happy with that striker. He is left-footed, which I don't care about, which is just fine because not everyone knows who this player is, but they might because of last FIFA. Skill moves 4-star and weak foot 4-star. Now that's awesome because you know he could shoot from either foot or at least have a chance, and he has some skill moves that'll get you by, especially if you're a skiller. You'll do just fine with 4-star skill moves right here. So now let's take a look at his stats. You can see I have him paired in with a hunter card. The hunter card I went with because I want to max out his pace, and then I want to max out his shooting. Everything else seems fine. I mean, his strength, I can't do anything about. 45 going to a freaking 55, pointless, makes no sense. So right here we got him with hunter card, making his 90 acceleration go 99, sprint speed from 88 to 98, attacking position 85 plus 5 is 90, finishing from 85 to 95, and his shot power from 87 to 93, volleys 84 to 94. Then we got penalties 78 to 88 if that's your thing to take penalties, which I did take a penalty. I always try to either have him take a free kick or take a penalty, whatever, just to try him out in every little thing and see if there's anything that we're missing. Now right here, this guy, he has a beautiful agility, beautiful balance, so he doesn't, I mean, it pretty much takes away his strength because, I mean, if you have balance, it's pretty hard to push you off the ball because you have such a, you got good level, you got that power balance bracelet thing, that old little gimmick thing right here. And then he has nice reactions, can react to certain situations. He has beautiful ball control, dribbling, and composure. Vision 81, crossing 84, free kick 81, short pass 83, long pass 80. Now that's beautiful at striker because you want someone that can pass, especially in high divisions and foot champs, especially when you're trying to get in those give and goes. This guy, at least you know he's gonna have a chance to make an accurate pass. His curving is beautiful. Paired up with his long shots, he's gonna take some beautiful curved shots outside of the box that might go in depending on if EA lets you, or if not, they'll just auto block it. Now let's see what kind of traits this guy has. You can see he has finesse shot and long shot taker. Now that's a beautiful combo, especially this guy having long shots and plus the long shot taker trait gives him that beautiful chance, not a freaking for sure, but a chance of it going in outside of the box with a finesse shot. Now he is also a technical dribbler. I mean, it's a CPU AI, but that also gives him the ability of you using him and being able to dribble at high speeds and high altitudes without using his inhaler or needing it. Now this guy can dribble pretty fast with the ball, and that's a beautiful thing, having that trait. So now let's look at what team I have him paired up with and what players I had playing aside of him. So here's how I started off. I had him paired up with Correa right here. You can see the Champions League version, and they had a pretty good combo because Correa has a beautiful, I think it's like 89 sprints or speed with 89 acceleration with 92 sprint speed. So I mean, it was pretty pacey up top, and they both can pass just fine to each other, and they scored a bunch of goals together, honestly. But then I moved over to this. So then I went to having Lautaro Martinez right here next to him, and they actually been doing pretty good. So I'm still indecisive of who I want to start because I also want to try him out. If you could see in the bottom right corner, I have Immobile's Champions League SBC that I made. So I want to try out. I want to see who is the best partner with this guy, because I don't know if I want to sell Martinez and get some coins and invest in something else, or just keep it as is and hopefully they score a lot of goals. But this right here gave me an idea. Now, as you guys know, Martinez has his own freeze card. Now this will be pretty cool, having Politano starting at striker with Martinez starting at right wing, then having another striker of your choice, and then in game moving Martinez into striker and putting Politano as winger, because he's already a natural winger. But then you could also use both of them and find a way and have them both at striker, and I'm pretty sure that'll be a pretty cool combo, and pretty pacey combo at that. Also, if you're interested in purchasing the foot freeze Martinez, make sure to check out my review of him that I've made. It should be the previous video. I did a review on him in Foot Champs and I believe some Division 1 gameplay, but if you're interested in purchasing that guy and you're pretty undecisive, go ahead, check that video out and see if it changes your mind in wanting to purchase them and spend around 370,000 coins. Alright, so now let's get into some gameplay, and let me tell you what I think about him and what rating I give him and his pros and cons. But before we do that, I just want to say I do recommend this player. He's not going to cost you 150,000 unless you have like nobody in your team that you have left to put into an SBC. He's probably one of the best options in this league, at least, to use at striker. This league, the Sierra Odd, doesn't have the best striking options when it comes to having speed. The rest of the stats on each player are either really good finishing or really good shooting and positioning, but they lack pace. It's always something around like 85 acceleration with like 80 sprint speed, or something stupid like 85 sprint speed with like 79 acceleration, or it's just very horrible. They're all either 50 pace, Zlatan, or you got Ilicic, great finishing, great positioning, but goddamn it, he lacks pace. Now this guy, he brings the pace with some acceleration in the 90s and sprint speed in the high 80s, and that's pretty much what you would like, especially paired up with some pacey players, and especially if you can make a hybrid out of this guy. He's your best option, honestly, in this league. Now, with that being said, let's go over some pros and some cons. Let's start off with some pros, and I think this guy is pretty much, he's got the speed, of course, and then he's 4-star weak foot. He has 4-star skiller, so he's got the 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. What else could you really ask for other than 5-star? But at this point, you're just asking for too much, you know, especially coming from having that much pace. I mean, and that price, it would be way too expensive. Now, another pro I think this guy has is his positioning is actually not bad, at least paired with a Hunter card. You could always go with something like finisher and probably boost that plus 10, making it 95 positioning. But I feel his Hunter card gets him his positioning just fine. I recommend playing him in a paired, a double, kind of like a paired striker type of thing, like 2 strikers up top. I don't know if he'll be a good lone striker. Possibly a decent cam. I didn't try him as cam, but at striker he got the job done. He had beautiful finishes. He didn't really miss much, but I don't feel, I mean, there's always a feeling when you play that their finishing is greater if it's not. His finishing didn't feel amazing, even though it went in pretty much 7 out of 10 times. So I mean, that's something just to think about. But his pace is beautiful. So he's got pace, he's got 4-star. Positioning is beautiful, and he has a beautiful finesse shot. Other than that, I really can't think of anything else that really stands out in being great. Agility is fine, I guess, if you want to add that. But now let's go over some cons. His cons I feel this guy has is he's not the tallest striker, so you're going to be playing with a striker, I believe, that is 5'8". I think that's around like 160. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna try to say it, but he's around there. Another thing he doesn't have going for him is his heading is not the best because of his shortness. He's not the strongest, so that's one thing. Other than that, there's not really much to go over. His stamina is just fine. I want to give this guy at least a solid 8.3 out of 10. Now this guy is pretty cool. I believe he has Division 1 quality. Division 1 quality, all you need to have is positioning, finishing, dribbling, 4-star, and speed, of course, to compete against these guys and get past their Varans and their Van Dijks and their Mendys. Other than that, He is a pretty solid player. I think you should get him. You have 6 days to get him as of the day of releasing his card, so I would act fast and try to get him. And if you don't like him, I mean, just throw him into another SBC. I believe he's worth it, especially if you play with the Calcioa team. If you're in lower divisions than 1, you should be just fine. You can see right here his positioning with his sprint speed got me this goal in the last minutes, which I should have won by a lot. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. This has been FIFA Beetle. Remember, stay Gucci, not Fucci. Please subscribe for more player reviews, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Happy holidays.